Welcome to the Torrent List Top 10, the show where Michael and I choose a topic, decide our own top 5, and then combine them to make the Torrent List Top 10 list. Our topic today, best horror movie characters of all time. Now before we get into things, we must first predict what each other's top 5 will be, so let's start with Michael.
Hello, I am B-grade serial killer with a weird Russian accent, and I'm here to take you through a look at Brendan Dando's top 5 horror movie characters. I think that he's going to have Pennywise the clown and Frankenstein the monster, and I started that accent early, but Dracula the vampire, and Freddy this... Oh wow, this is going to take more... Oh jeez, this took so much more effort than I thought it would. Freddy and Jason. And if he doesn't, I'll stab him because I'm totally B-grade. Oh yeah, let's see what he's gonna have.
Hi, my name's Jason, and I'm here to give you Michael's top 5 horror movie characters of all time. Dano's asked me to fill in. You may think that my voice sounds a little weird. Sorry for that. That's why I don't normally talk, and I wear a mask. It makes me feel strong. I think Michael's 2 through 5, in no particular order, are going to be Pinhead. He's from the Hellraiser movie. He's scary. I think he might also have Leatherface. He has a big chainsaw. I really should have asked Daniel what he wanted Michael's 5 to be. I think he might have Candyman. He likes bees. I think he might also have Chucky. He's a bad person. He picks on me. I think he's number 1 though. Of all the horror movie characters in the world, is going to be Jigsaw. So I don't know if I'm right, but hopefully for Dano's sake, I get some points. So let's see how Jason goes.
Welcome to the Torrent List Top 10 horror movie characters of all time. I've made a mistake, people.
A dire mistake.
I am not going to win today's contest. Basically, Michael sent me the thing saying, hey, we should do horror movie characters. I was like, cool. For some reason, my brain thought that meant villains. I even wrote horror movie characters on the Facebook contest.
Yes.
And I still thought villains. But anyway, thanks to everyone who entered this week's competition. If you did on the Facebook page, facebook.com/torrentlist, link's in the description of the video. Your name's going to be in the draw. Draw a winner, which is going to win a $30 Pop Culture Superstore gift card, because Pop Culture Superstore are our official sponsors, along with 80stees.com, and they gave Michael this sexy shirt right here.
Yep.
What is it, Cobra Kai?
Cobra Kai!
Oh yeah. So let's get into the Torrent List Top 10 horror movie characters of all time.
My number 5, and I feel like you're going to have an issue with this one, but I've checked, and I'm in the safe zone.
I think people have issue with my number 5, and I haven't checked.
Number 5 is Jack Torrance.
No, I don't have that on your list.
You know who that is, though?
Is that from The Shining?
The
Shining. It's so Simpsons to me.
Wow.
That's so Simpsons to me coming in. Yeah, The Shining. Yeah.
Yes,
Jack Nicholson's character. Yeah.
Yes, and that movie is considered a thriller / psychological
No, that's
horror.
perfectly fine. That's horror movie. Yeah. I think if people die, is it a horror movie? If it's a serial murderer, is that horror?
Yeah, I feel like
it can be thriller, but this is definitely horror.
I mean, I think him in particular, for one of the non-monsters, he's got some of the most memorable lines, scenes. Here's Johnny, and then riding on the what is it? All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. Yeah. Just over and over again. And then there's that scene that follows. And then that scene that follows immediately after that, where apparently Kubrick made them film it something like 87 times or something. Yeah.
And so he'd go crazy.
No, not him. So she would have, and she was like really crying. She's like, what is happening? It's a really great movie. I think he's a great character, and I think that the fact that he just goes out and sits in the snow,
gets frozen,
and freezes to death, is a hilarious ending.
Makes him more insane.
Yeah, I know. Talking to that bar guy. That bar guy's not there. They're alone in the house. What are you doing there?
Good number 5.
No, I just really enjoyed it. Yeah.
My number 5, people may also have an issue with it because, well, it's not your typical horror movie, but it is horrifying for many. It's the shark from Jaws.
Okay, I saw that on lists.
So that's cool with you?
I think it's considered a
Because
psychological horror.
I have a fear of water regardless. If I can't see the sand, what?
There are monsters in the water,
If I can't-
and that's why I don't go in the water.
If I can't see the bottom, I don't go in.
No.
I hate water. And this movie, whilst it's not gruesome horror, it scares the shit out of me.
Yeah.
It's still to this day is scary. You go out in the water, if I can't see the bottom, if I'm sort of just, if it's muddy or whatever, and someone goes, dude, I'm out.
Yeah.
I am instantly out. Like, the best thing about that movie, about the shark, is you don't have to see it to be scared of it.
No.
It's just the knowing that it could be there. It's what's scary about it.
And that's what still taunts me every time I go to the beach. I went to the beach probably a couple of months ago, and I stepped on something that was slimy and moved away from my foot. I was like, I'm done.
Yeah. I'm out of water for the next
out.
3 years.
I'm like, I tried this whole beach thing. I'm sticking to pools.
Because Nicola, obviously she's from England, don't have many beaches. She's always, let's go to the beach. I'm like, we can go to the beach, but I am not getting in the water.
No, get used to not going in the water.
Yeah, so my number 5, they called him Bruce. So Bruce the shark.
Wasn't Bruce the mechanical shark?
Yeah, so there's just the shark from Jaws. Yeah. Everyone knows him as Bruce, whatever. So the shark from Jaws. Number 4, let's get into it. Both on 0 points at the moment.
Chucky.
Chucky, I had Chucky on your list.
Ah, so you're on 1 point.
I thought he was a bit different, that you'd like him. Something different.
I love the backstory for Chucky too. That he's like the soul of a serial killer who was also an enthusiast of voodoo. Yeah, in a doll, and like he just kills people. It's amazing. I like dolls that kill people.
And it's not like a kiddie doll.
Oh no,
he is a kiddie doll. But he says some pretty outlandish shit.
Yeah.
Like when you see the doll swear and stuff, you're like,
what is it? It's like when everyone was going crazy about Kick-Ass because the little girl said,
yeah.
It's the same as this doll. It's like, what the fuck? And, it's some of the scenes, like there's this one where I can't remember if it's a drain disposal or if it's a blender, but he puts like the mum's hair in it and then turns it on, and it's just like,
isn't it like the waste disposal in the sink maybe? I can sort of remember that scene.
Yeah. That's terrifying.
Yeah.
And then he gets married.
Yeah, they had a baby.
They have a baby. How do dolls have babies?
Bit obscure that one, but just the first couple of
I would watch Chucky more often, but it is a no-go in my house. I have been told flat out, no.
Yep.
Don't make references to Chucky. Don't bring up pictures of Chucky. Like, it has terrified the woman.
I've got a giant Chucky doll. You push the button, it talks. You walk past it, it talks.
She would hate that.
I'll lend it to you.
Yes, please do.
My number 4 is featured on this table. Which one do you think it is?
Your number 4?
My number 4?
I'm going to go with Freddy.
Freddy? No.
Okay.
My number 4 is this guy.
Oh, Pinhead.
Pinhead.
Not familiar with the works of the Pin.
From the Hellraiser franchise. Apparently they're making a remake too, and the guy that played him in all the other films isn't cast as playing him, and he's not happy about it. Or something.
Oh, he's probably like 80 years old.
I don't know. Fuck. So this film is basically, they are, what are they called? They're called the Cenobites or something. And
Pinhead.
Have you seen any of it?
No, nothing.
So this movie to me, it brings back memories of as a kid walking through the horror section at the video store.
Like old movies like Warlock.
And the Leprechaun movies.
Yeah.
And like you see all the horror covers and you're like, man, this looks like some scary shit.
Yeah.
And I always remember how intriguing this character looked on the front cover, and I thought, it doesn't look too gruesome. I always to this day remember turning the cover around, putting it down, and just left the store. I was like, I should not have done that. I'm going to have some nightmares. If you ever see Pinhead, don't go near him.
Okay, alright.
Bad dude.
I'm out.
The Cenobites, don't go near them. So Pinhead is my number 4. Just to prove that there is a dog under the table, here is our mascot, Jetty.
Hello, Jet.
This is Jet. You're on the top 10,
He's
Jetty.
He's really unhappy about what's happening. He's like, please save me.
So Jet, should we just leave Jet here for the top 10, number 3?
Yeah, sure, because that won't cause any issues at all.
Jet, I think you're going to have to go, buddy. I think you're going to have to go. Alrighty, get down.
What a visit. I feel blessed to have been visited by Jet.
Okay, now that Jet's gone, he's over there and he does not look happy about it.
No.
Let's get into our number 3, but before then, time for the Pop Culture Superstore $30 gift card torrent this Facebook page giveaway. a big name.
It's good. What's the anagram for that?
Oh, I can't
Fasadable.
Alrighty. So
It's time for Fasadable.
I'm going to draw it out.
Oh,
How you do it?
shit.
Do it.
Fasadable. Who has won Fasadable?
Lots of pages.
I'm going deep, man. There was like 67 comments this time. Okay, so the winner is The Coke Machine from Maximum Overdrive, which is the movie where the trucks come
to
alive,
life.
right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't remember the
For some reason I thought Roadhouse was that movie for a while.
No.
Yeah,
Roadhouse.
no.
I think there's a movie called Duel where the truck comes to life. Steven Spielberg film.
And what about the one with the car? Carrie? Or no?
That's not Carrie.
Norlane? I don't know.
Who won?
Misty Wells. Misty Wells with The Coke Machine from Maximum Overdrive.
Fair enough. There we go. Congratulations, Missy. You just won a $30 pop culture gift card. I think it's a giveaway. Just a gift card. You didn't win
You won the gift card giveaway.
Yeah, you won it.
You get to give the card away.
So contact us either via the Facebook page or comment below, whatever. Just contact us and we'll get the card out to you ASAP. Time for number 3. What's your number 3, Michael?
What I thought your number 4 was.
Freddy
Freddy Krueger.
Okay.
Did you have it on my list?
I don't think so. Oh, no, I did.
There is something about death from your dreams
Oh, yeah, I know.
that is a really
I didn't have him on your list, no.
interesting / completely and utterly terrifying idea.
Nothing's more scarier. Like,
Because we've all had dreams. I'm sure we've all had dreams where we've died in our dream.
or you're going to die. Something.
Yeah, something's going to happen.
You're
And
in
then you
danger.
wake up.
Yeah.
But what happens if you don't?
Yeah.
What happens if you fuck for real?
The scariest thing about Freddy Krueger is you can't stop him
Yeah.
because you have to sleep.
Yes, that's
You will
exactly.
never make him go away.
He's unescapable or inescapable. Inescapable. Because you're right, you always have to go to sleep at some point. Now, here's my question with Freddy.
Yeah.
Did they... You know how they kind of sort of rebooted the origin story for Freddy versus Jason? Is he... You know how they revisited his origin?
They burnt him to death.
Yeah. Well, which has always been his origin.
Yeah.
But originally he was a paedophile.
Yeah.
Is he still...
That's... Is it either Freddy Jason or is it the new remake? I can't quite remember because they were so close together.
In Freddy vs. Jason, he's no longer a paedophile. People just think he is.
Ah, okay.
But they're wrong.
Ah, so that's what I'm thinking of. And they set fire to his house.
Yeah.
And he's not. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess in 2000...
And it makes you feel sorry for him.
It does, yes. I guess in 2010, it's not acceptable to make movies about burning paedophiles. It's only acceptable to burn people that you think are paedophiles.
And by doing that, it's perfectly understandable why he's doing this.
Yes. Yeah, it makes him a sympathetic character.
He's the victim.
Yeah.
But 2 wrongs don't make a right.
No, it takes 3. So go out and be a horrible person.
It's a good number.
But yeah, just getting killed in your dreams, and in really fucked up ways as well. Like that.
The blood just gone.
Yeah, just
from the bed.
There's nothing better in a horror movie than just blood just fucking spraying everywhere.
So Freddy Krueger, come
Yes.
on. My number 3 is Leatherface,
Wow. Okay.
based on Ed Gein, the cannibal murderer from Whoop Whoop. This dude kills people just because he enjoys wearing their skin as a mask.
And they eat them, right? They're cannibals.
Oh yeah, they're cannibals.
Yeah.
So basically, Leatherface is a demented dude who lives with his hillbilly family.
Yeah.
Out in the sticks. I'm not sure. It's in America somewhere. I'm not
Yeah.
quite sure where. And he is like he's the main murderer, I guess. He's the guy that chops people up and hangs carcasses like dead cows in the butcher and makes masks out of their skin. And have you seen?
Yeah, of course.
The old dude that's just like an old skeleton.
With the hammer?
Yeah. Oh, how terrifying would that be?
Yeah.
Like getting held down and the guy's like just he's trying to kill you but he can't.
He's not. It's like, will you stop that? That's really annoying.
Yeah. And it's just like I don't know what I would do if I was in that situation. I think I would just give up. I don't know if I'd be able to get it. I don't know whether I'll be
Never
able
give up, mate.
Oh,
Never give
no,
up.
Cena.
You go out fighting.
But it's just
Stand
like
and trade.
this dude. I think it's because he's not a super villain kind of horror character. He's not a guy just walking around
He
with a
doesn't have
knife.
any powers or anything.
No, and if he dies, he dies. But the thing is, no one can ever get close to killing him. He's never died and come back.
Except the police.
Yeah. What do you mean?
Okay. Really? So the real story of this guy...
I know, but I'm talking the movie character.
Oh, okay.
Horror movie characters.
Alright,
not Ed Gein.
Okay, whatever.
He's based on Ed Gein.
Yeah. Well, at the end of the movie...
Of which one?
At the end of...
The remake one?
Yeah.
Where they had the fake footage.
Yeah, exactly. They show. So that
This is the original footage of Leatherface.
No, it's not.
No,
No, it's not.
no. I believed it when I was a kid. I
Yeah.
thought I shit myself at that footage.
Yeah.
But it's the fact that this could be a real thing.
Yes.
Like, this could happen if your car conked out in the middle of nowhere and a car pulls over. I instantly think it's either Wolf Creek or it's fucking Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
What about The Hills Have Eyes?
Ooh, that is even worse.
Yeah, that guy with the giant head.
Those hillbillies are crazy, man.
Yeah,
you know,
fuck.
you know another movie.
Hillbillies are scary.
The
man.
hillbillies I forgot to put on my list, even consider for my list, were the ones from Wrong Turn. Have you seen Wrong Turn?
No, but there's
Man.
like 8 of those movies now.
They're like mutant hillbilly guys. Man, they are scary as well. But Leatherface
What about the
is...
hillbillies from Deliverance?
I haven't seen Deliverance.
Ah, okay.
But Leatherface is like the original, like, hillbilly.
Yeah.
I'm going to kill you on the outback, dude. And the chainsaw, that's just what makes him... Dude, imagine getting chased by a chainsaw.
Yeah, fuck that, man.
Like, I know a knife is more quiet.
Yeah.
And he can come and slit your throat.
Yeah.
But it's just that knowing, if you can hear the chainsaw running, you know he's still coming.
Isn't it in the original where she gets into the car,
And
he
drives
like
off.
swings the thingo at her and hits himself in the leg?
Yeah.
Yeah. That would happen though.
Yeah.
That would happen.
Like, that last scene, it's kind of corny, that last scene of the original, but it's so terrifying because he's so close to her and you're like,
Yeah,
is she going to do it? Drive away! Drive away!
Yeah.
And you're just like, because the guy the guy whose car she gets into, he gets out of the car and runs away, and you're like, she's boned.
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
absolutely boned. Like, I think or does he get back in the car?
Here's a question for you that I never thought. Is, in the remake where they pick up that girl, is that her from the original? Because she's all fucked up, she pulls a gun out of her pussy and shit.
I remember that, dude.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I remember, I don't think she's meant, maybe she is, but like, they don't say it.
Homage.
Yeah. I just, that movie, dude, it's gruesome.
Yeah.
So, Leatherface is my number 3. Number 2.
Number 2 is probably the wisest character on my list.
Jigsaw?
And probably the richest character on my list.
Who?
Pennywise.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah, see, there's some
think you'd like him.
wordplay there. That movie / book, but...
I just got your joke, by the way.
Yeah, okay, good. Penny, money, wise. Okay, so I'm not going to talk about the book because, to be honest, I haven't read it. But I've seen the movie, and that movie is terrifying.
It's just clowns, I think. People have fear of clowns.
Do people have a fear of clowns because of that movie?
I think a lot of people do. My
Yeah.
sister definitely does.
Yeah.
Tim Curry was awesome in that role, by the way.
It's just, remember when, oh my god, I'm scaring myself right now just thinking about it. Like, there's those scenes, like when he's in the sewer,
And he's just talking through the gutter.
talking to the gutter. Yeah, you're like, this kid's gonna get his fucking arms ripped off.
Nothing happens, though.
No, nothing happens.
But it's like Alfred Hitchcock once said, there's nothing scarier than an unopened door.
Yes.
It's what you do with your mind.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the most scariest.
I don't think you ever see anything, but I don't think you ever see that kid again. You don't see anything happen to him, but I don't remember ever seeing him
I remember
again.
it being a long movie.
Yeah, it is a long movie because you've got what's happening as kids and then them as like
Yeah.
adults again. And it was disappointing that it was a spider. That was upsetting.
Yeah, it's a bad ending.
Yeah, it should have just been a clown.
It should have just been a guy who lives in the sewers.
But I think then, yes, how good would that have been? But then it wouldn't make sense for him to be back decades later. But that is the horror movie that defined my childhood.
Whenever my ball would go near a drain,
I'm done.
I'm like, okay, it's too close, I'm not going to get it.
Yeah, exactly.
It can go.
It can just go. I never chased anything to a drain for that reason.
I always remember at school, back in primary school, we used to have basketball courts right next to the fence. It was like this high, and the ball went over the fence, and it was resting against the drain.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, this can go one of two ways. Either I leave the ball there, never see my ball again, or I take the risk, and Pennywise grabs me.
Did you take the risk?
I took the risk.
Oh, God. I never take the risk.
And I got in trouble for leaving school premises.
I see anything near a drain, you leave it alone. It's like the same at night. You never let your foot out of the covers.
Oh,
because a monster
monsters,
will grab you and kill you.
Yeah, that's not
God, we're so dumb.
good. It's not so much out of the blanket, it's off the side of the bed.
Off the side of the bed. You're dead.
Yeah, you don't do it.
No, never.
The other day I was actually considering it. I'm like, this feels better for my feet. And we're back on the bed.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright, so that's good number 2.
Yeah, I like Pennywise.
My number 2 is Jason Voorhees.
I have a point.
Do you have a point? I have 1 point.
Yeah.
So Jason Voorhees, I think he's out of all the...
I picked him as your number 1, by the way.
Yeah, okay. Friday the 13th was the first horror movie that I remember watching, like as a... Because when I was a kid, I would have seen clips and just been terrified and stopped watching.
Yeah.
It's the first one I watched from start to finish. Jason, I feel sorry for Jason, because I know he kills people, but do you know his backstory?
He was at a school camp, and he was a mongoloid.
What's that, like a... deformed.
Yeah. And he was like drowning, and the camp counselors were having sex instead of helping him.
Yeah, and he drowned to death.
Yeah.
And he's come back to exact revenge on the
Yeah.
people who go to the camp.
Yeah.
But there's something about a guy that you never hear him speak.
No.
It's that mask, and it's just the appearance, and you think it's not knowing anything about him that scares me the most.
Yeah.
I think that's why I like him so much, because all I know about him was that he was a kid who no one gave a fuck about, and they let him drown.
Yep.
And now I'm just like, well, you kind of deserve it. Now, the guys 20 years later probably don't deserve it. Maybe he's a little bit crazy.
A little bit crazy.
But it's the fact that, I don't know, I think it's just the whole, he never speaks, he wears a mask, he just only has that knife, and he gives no shits about who he kills.
Yeah.
People beg for their life, and he looks at them, and he like teases with people.
Yeah.
He doesn't say nothing, he just looks at them, and he just cuts their throat open.
What about that scene where he's being hung? I think it's in the second movie or something,
and
he pulls off his mask, and he's just, I think that's the first time you see his face, right?
Is it? No, the second one you don't. The second one he's hanging.
Yeah.
And he's got, because the second one he didn't have the hockey mask yet. He had a sack on his head.
Yeah.
And the girl, once he's hanging, he's dead.
Yeah.
She takes the sack
sack
off, but you don't see him. She sees him, and she's like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah.
And then next time she goes back, I think the noose is just hanging there, and he's not there.
Okay, but there's definitely one scene...
It's the third one where he takes it off, and he's just like, oh my, you are the Toxic Avenger.
But yes! That's exactly who he is! Oh, the fucking Toxic Avenger. Jesus Christ.
He looks exactly like Toxic Avenger.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Also, you see him as a kid in the first one. You've seen the first one? You see where it's the mother?
Yeah.
Where the girl's on the boat?
Yeah.
And he comes out of the water at the end?
Yeah.
Scares the shit out of me still, even though I know it's coming. So, Jason, he's my number 2.
What about Jason in space?
Yeah, it's a bit silly.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Huh?
It's come down to our number 1 now. I'm on 1 point, I believe, and you're on 1.
I'm on 1 point.
I got Chucky, and you got Jason. Who's going to win this week? I thought I was in dire straits.
What's your number 1?
For you?
I'll tell you what. Yeah, what do you think my number 1 is?
I can't remember.
You're wrong.
I know I'm wrong, but no, Jigsaw.
Okay, yeah, no, wrong.
Yep.
My number 1 for you was Jason.
Okay, yeah.
So
you're close.
that's obviously wrong.
Let me get my number 1 out of the way first, because we've already said it. It's Freddy Krueger.
Oh, 2 points.
Oh, because you got...
I picked it earlier.
Oh, did you pick Freddy Krueger for me?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So yeah, you're winning.
Yeah.
Oh, you won?
Because
I can't win.
Why?
Oh, listen, you have this
you
one.
You could have picked it lower.
Who was your number 1?
Ash.
Damn it! I didn't pick him for you. I didn't think you'd even like the Evil Dead movies.
Oh, I love the Evil Dead movies.
Damn it!
And I love Ash, and I love the actor that plays Ash, and everything about the Evil Dead. Everything about he is who you want to be in a horror movie.
He's a badass.
Yeah. It's very rare that you have a guy who's just like a straight up hero in a horror movie, right?
It's usually like for some reason, it's usually the chick. That's the
chick who like gets fucked up the whole time, and then in
never
the
has
end,
sex. She's a virgin and blah, blah, blah,
and then right in the end, she's like, you're dead.
Yeah.
But Ash is just like, fucking guns on his hand and fucking traveling through time into medieval. It went a bit weird.
Yeah.
Okay, when he goes back in time and is in medieval times.
It's kind of like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3.
Yeah, caca.
Yeah.
But there's just something about it. It's so rare to have a character like that. I think everyone that's exposed to it, like it's rememberable.
Yeah. It's just memorable. Or it's rememberable.
Yeah, no, memorable. Rememberable, not a word. Not a word.
It is now.
And the actor, Bruce Campbell, that's his name, right?
Is it? I'm not too sure.
Not Bruce Jenner.
I know his face. It's not Catherine. Not
he just plays that role so well, and for that reason has been recognised as that character for his.
That's the one where the chick gets raped by a tree, yeah? Is that Evil Dead?
Chick raped by a tree. That sounds about right.
Pretty sure that's in Evil Dead.
Yeah. There's a few of them, so.
Oh yeah, I know that. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's just something. It's such a unique character, and I enjoy it so much that I felt like he deserved to be my number one.
That's worthy option for number one. I remember, I think it's Evil Dead 2, where the front cover, this is back to the video store series.
Yes.
The front cover is like a skull. It's like
Yeah.
a dude looking at you.
Yeah.
But it's nothing like it's just like a skeleton.
Yeah.
I always remember I was like, close my eyes more past that cover. Because no matter where I looked at it, he was looking
He
at
was
me.
looking at you. Those empty eye sockets would follow you.
No, he had eyes. That's what was scary
that's
about
creepy.
it. I'm pretty sure that's what it was.
Remember in like
I could be wrong. Maybe it's not. I'm going to look at the Evil Dead 2 cover as you're speaking. Continue.
you know in RoboCop, the one
Yeah.
where he's got the big other evil RoboCop. Remember how they pull his brain out
Yeah.
and his spinal column and his eyes are still attached?
Yep.
That's creepy as fuck.
Yeah, man.
That's
I know.
bad.
Alright, so I'm looking it up. Well, tell me what you thought my top 5 were whilst I look up.
Oh Jesus Christ! Look at me doing all.
Well, I thought your top 5 were going to be Chucky.
Yes.
Pick that one. I thought you were going to have Pinhead. I thought you would have Leatherface as well. I thought you would like the whole I'm going to wear skin as a mask kind of thing.
Yeah.
I thought you'd have Candyman. Do you know Candyman?
Yeah, he's a black guy, right?
He's the guy if you say
Candyman.
5 times in the mirror.
5 times.
Pretty sure it's 5 times.
Okay.
He has the hook for a hand. But basically, it's because I thought you would feel sympathetic for him because of how he died.
I don't even think I've seen Candyman.
Basically, he was like I think he was just... What was it? Oh yeah, he was set upon because he was in love with a white chick and her father didn't like her, so he got set upon and they like covered him in honey or something that bees like, and then chucked bees all over him and he got stung to death and people were chanting, Candyman, Candyman. It was like syrup or something. And then they put bees on him and the bees like stung him to death and they all like chant, Candyman, Candyman, Candyman.
Jesus.
That's where it came from.
That's dark as fuck.
I know, right? Yeah. So what do you think my top 5 are going to be?
I thought you were going to have Pennywise.
That's the skull, by the way. It's right here on the screen.
Yeah, that's
Scared
creepy.
the shit out of me.
Yeah,
Anyway,
those eyes follow you.
Yeah.
I thought you'd have Pennywise.
Okay, yep.
I thought you would have Freddy.
You got 1 point, yeah.
Yep. I thought you might go traditional. I thought you might have Frankenstein and Dracula.
Nah, they're not scary enough. They're not... Like that, they're original. But I've gotten away from that whole... They started the trend phase.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. And I thought your number one was going to be Jason.
Okay, so you got 2 points. So you win.
2 points.
Well played.
Finally.
A decisive victory.
Yes. I doubled your score.
Yes. So thanks everybody for watching this entire episode of the Torrance Top 10. You
Yeah.
just skipped to see whether you won this or not and then skipped away. We don't like those
Asshole.
people.
No, I don't care. It's a view.
As long as you watch it.
As
That's
long
all
as
we-
it's a view.
As long as you come back next week as well, because next week we're going to be doing the top 10 animated films of all time.
Yeah.
It should be a lot different to this list. I would hope so anyway.
Pokemon!
Thanks to our official sponsors.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah, maybe. Pop Culture Superstore and 80stees.com. The links to their stores are in the description of this video. Like us on Facebook, facebook.com/torrentthis. As I said, we do appreciate everybody watching this. Share it around, tell your friends about it. We have a good time. We hope you have a good time watching it. Subscribe to the channel. And Michael, any final words?
Yes, it's back. Don't get pregnant.